Tensions are once again boiling over on the Israel-Lebanon border, but this time the situation has taken a disturbing turn. For the first time in years, Israeli troops have fired on UN peacekeepers, the very forces meant to keep the fragile calm between Israel and Lebanon intact. According to both the United Nations Interim Force in Lebanon, known as UNIFIL, and the Israeli Defense Forces, the incident took place during poor weather conditions when Israeli soldiers reportedly mistook a UN patrol for hostile movement. Warning shots were fired, landing alarmingly close to the UN convoy. Thankfully, no one was injured, but the symbolic impact has been enormous. The United Nations has condemned the attack in the strongest possible terms, calling it a serious violation of Security Council Resolution 1701. The very agreement that ended the 2006 war between Israel and Hezbollah. That resolution created a buffer zone in southern Lebanon, monitored by thousands of UN peacekeepers, to prevent exactly this kind of confrontation. But this latest clash comes at a moment when the entire border region is already on edge. In recent weeks, UN bases have reported near misses from artillery and airstrikes, while Israel claims it's responding to growing threats from Hezbollah positions in southern Lebanon. The IDF says its troops are on high alert, and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's government has repeatedly warned that Israel will not tolerate attacks from the north. Yet critics argue that Israel's expanding military actions in Lebanon risk provoking an uncontrollable spiral, one that could draw in the United Nations itself as an unintended participant. Behind the diplomatic language lies a far more dangerous reality. For months, the shadow of the Gaza war has hung over Israel's northern frontier. Hezbollah, backed by Iran, has increased its activity, launching drones and rockets in solidarity with Palestinian factions. Israel's response has been swift and forceful, with airstrikes on suspected launch sites and surveillance operations stretching deep into Lebanese territory. What makes this incident with the UN so alarming is that it blurs the lines between combatants and peacekeepers, raising fears that a single miscalculation could ignite a wider war. UN officials are urging both sides to de-escalate immediately, reminding Israel of its obligations under international law and the importance of protecting UN personnel. Diplomats in New York are already discussing whether this incident requires further Security Council action. Meanwhile, Lebanon has lodged formal complaints, accusing Israel of reckless behavior and endangering international forces stationed on its soil. Inside Israel, the government faces pressure to project strength, especially as domestic anger over security failures remains high following the Gaza conflict.